Hi everyone. In today's devlog, I would like to go over the various visual polishes that we have done to the game, as well as a quality of life improvement that we added that really gives the game the final flourish before we finish up this vertical slice. Now hopefully this vertical slice can be put up on the Play Store and you guys can get your hands on it and let us know what you think. But for the most part, the intent is that we will be sending this vertical slice over to the publishers, show them what a great idea this game is, and to convince them to put their mighty money behind the project to get it to your hands. Visual polish to your vertical slice is important, especially in that regard, because it will really help you as the developer to showcase the potential of your game to your potential investor, right? Not only that, to be honest, it'll also be good when you put it out to the realm of public opinion in the form of a beta or a demo or a pre-alpha or whatever, to the public to get their hands on, because regardless of what state you declare the game is in, it is impossible to override the thoughts of individuals other than by giving a considerable amount of polish to that build that you're putting in people's hands. So long as they see the potential that you say the game has, by showing them as much of it as you possibly can in an unbroken state, that will kind of make or break your demo, vertical slice, pre-alpha. It will help you build the excitement behind your title, right? So it definitely helps. And because of that, we kind of went back to some of our legacy VFX elements of our game and we gave it an upgrade. The main things is basically the shield system of all the ships, as well as adding a better VFX to the hyper jumps of our game. So let's go to the shields, right? The shield system in our old game, like in our older legacy version of it, is basically this bubble that is around the ship. When it gets hit, you don't really get any feedback out of it. When it gets destroyed, it just disappears, and then your hull starts taking damage, and then you get destroyed. And it's very basic, very fundamental. Now the new shield system, basically it encompasses the hull and takes its shape, just like a layer around it. And when you are being shot at from the various projectiles or whatnot, the shields will react to those shots, so you get this feedback that you're getting hit. When your shield gets destroyed, it will actually shatter and you'll see a VFX there. When your shield is recharging, it'll show you a VFX showing the state. And of course, when your shield comes back after being destroyed, you also get a visual feedback from that. Now there's these visual feedbacks that you get from the shield state actually gives you more information of the situation of your ship, so your situational awareness kind of goes up as well, right? And that is definitely a big plus, and something I'm really proud that the game now has. The next one is more for the impact to you as a player directly, just upping the cool factor basically. So we upgraded the hyper jump effect, right? The frigate can do a mini hyper jump from time to time, and that's where it started. The legacy hyper jump is very subtle and no one knows what's happening, and you just see it there for a second and suddenly it disappears. Sometimes during playtest we think it might have been lag and the match just updated the position of the ship, which is like miles away, which is not the case, right? When it's using this mini hyper jump ability, I think it's very important that people actually gets some visual feedback just by looking at it. Oh right, he's getting ready to jump, and then he's gone, right? And this time it's not subtle at all. You can clearly see something's happening, and once you've seen it happen a couple of times, you as a player will learn, oh, he's doing a mini jump away from us, right? And as the person who's doing this, you get a really cool, very clear VFX of the jump happening, and it's very cool and much better than the one before. Now we took this hyper jump and kind of applied it to your, not kind of, we applied it to your spawn as well, because everyone, when they arrive on the match, you are actually coming out of hyperspace, kind of like a hyperspace jump, right? So now when you arrive into the matches, or after getting destroyed, when you respawn, you get the visual effect of coming out of like a hyperspace jump, and it really adds to your cool factor of the game, right? You really get this empowering moment of the hero's arrival. You have come, and now you're ready to kick ass, right? It doesn't matter that you just died about a minute ago, being chased like a dog by the AI, but now you're here, you're ready to get your revenge, and you'll definitely destroy your enemies. It's incredible, it's empowering, and definitely something that really upped the visual fidelity of the game, and adds to it with that cool factor upgrade by like 10, by a factor of 10, just adding this cool hyperspace jump with the randomly rotating camera. Brilliant implementation, loving it. Other thing that we added in case of quality of life improvement feature is these things that we call ship detection lines now, right? So before in our games, there was actually not a lot of elements that let you be aware of your surroundings when you're in the middle of fight. With the addition of these ship detection lines, because of the nature of your phone screen, there is a good chance a bunch of ships will be beyond your camera. They could be around you, they're just not within the shot of your gameplay camera, right? But the addition of these ship detection lines will always keep you aware of the ships that are within detectable range of your ship, as well as the color of the lines will also tell you whether those ships are within the firing range of your turrets. This really ups your awareness of your battlefield. As a captain, this will be an invaluable tool, because when you see multiples of these white lines turning green, that will not only mean that your turrets can get them, these other ships are also within firing range to you, so their turrets can get to you as well. So now you are capable of understanding who might potentially be a threat to you, who is known to you, and so you can take much more informed actions as a captain within your match, right? This has increased the awareness for all the players that are in the matches, and we've seen like a very big jump in people's reactions to the things around them. And it's always good to have much more interesting movements as well as strategies being taken by individuals now that they are more aware of what's happening around them, and it's now becoming more and more competitive within the matches, right? And this has been the biggest kind of like power upgrade to the player that we have provided since the start of development of this game, to be honest. Like, this really gives you a big tool to use. So other than this, of course, we have been fortunate enough to host a full match playtest that really helped us get a bunch of feedback, as well as reveal a bunch of really egregious bugs. And it has been very interesting and really rewarding, to be honest. I'd like to take a moment to just thank everyone that took part in that playtest and giving around 3 hours of their time. The revelations we had while we had this these matches was really invaluable to us, because it revealed some incredible bugs, two of which were kind of great game breaking, because we found that there is a tendency for the automated turrets to just stop tracking and give up and not work. This is something we never ever experience in any of our internal, like, more concentrated playtests, and this was revealed to be a repeatable bug that was happening pretty much consistently on every match, so long as there's actually 8 people playing the game. We also found that a particular particle system in our game is incredibly taxing. Not something that happens when you are playing it with mostly AI and a couple of your friends in the game and testing it, but definitely happens when you are playing it with a full complement of players. The flares on the destroyer not only destroys incoming missiles, it actually destroys your frame rate as well, all the way down to the worst being down sub 10 frames to people who don't have flagship phones, and definitely something that we immediately fixed, to be honest, right after that playtest. And now you for the most part, regardless of what mobile device you're using, you should have beyond 40 frames and more. If you have a flagship, you'll be butter smooth regardless of what's happening on screen, and that's always good stuff. The other bugs have been more stubborn and harder to fix, but I think definitely by the time we put this out, they will all get ironed out. It's great to see that these bugs actually crept up while we did this playtest, because if these were to be there when we put it out as a demo, it would be very embarrassing, especially in the hands of investors. So really glad we found these. Now I'm gonna just put a highlight reel of the shenanigans that happened while doing our playtest, some of our best moments, and of course just general kind of like a highlight of the fun that can be had when you have up to 8 people. Thank you for joining this video and checking out the development of Warfleet. If you have any comments on perhaps the game and what you might want to see in the future of this game, please put it down in the comments below. We'd always love to hear it so that we can kind of gauge where we can take the game. Right now the game is in a state that it's the most malleable, right? We can add all sorts of features, go in all sorts of directions. So it's always good to get it from the people itself, just things you'd like to see in a game like this on your mobile. When you're playing on your phone, what kind of experiences are you looking for? What kind of scenarios would you like in space fleet battles, right? Like, what cool moments would you like to enact, right? Would you like to see a siege break scenario or some kind of escort scenarios? Whatever, right? It can be made. It can be made into a game mode. So just let us know what you're interested in. That will wrap it up for this devlog. So I thank you all, and will ask everyone to please subscribe and share this with people that will help us grow and help this channel grow, and let Warfleet have a chance at becoming a reality. I'll catch you all on the next one. Bye bye for now.
Oh my god, I've just got a weird bug where I've spawned 2 ships.
In range.
Oh.
What?
Oh no.
Oh, that's interesting.
Weapons in range.
I got a kill.
Both of them? I've got an extra ship that belongs to me.
Shadow clone jutsu.
I got respawn and I lost my ability to aim at people again.
Oh, okay.
Oh, that's amazing.
So I can't aim at anyone.
It doesn't look like my other ship is
Like I didn't
doing
die yet.
anything.
I didn't die yet, but there was like a connection issue. I didn't die yet, but there was a connection issue. I got reconnected and I lost my ability.
Oh, my other ship does shoot.
Oh.
Oh, it's so cool.
Weapons in range.